As Trump boasts that Iran's navy lies at the bottom of the sea, is it actually a surviving swarm of small craft that now rules the Strait of Hormuz? After weeks of US naval blitz strikes, is Iran's so-called Mosquito fleet emerging as the real threat that big bombs never fully neutralized? With large warships wrecked or hiding, are small, hard-to-track boats now choking the world's most important oil route instead? The same fast boats Trump dismissed as not a threat, are they now the reason global shipping and oil trade are slowing to a crawl through Hormuz? Has overwhelming US firepower failed to stop Mojtaba Khamenei's low-cost, high-impact strategy of swarms, drones, and cheap explosive boats? As the truce clock ticks down, could Iran's Mosquito fleet ultimately sink Trump's victory narrative, proving his navy claims hollow? While Donald Trump boasts that Iran's navy has been sunk, experts say a surviving Mosquito fleet of small craft and drones is still stalking the Strait of Hormuz. Since February 28, US operations have focused on destroying Iranian warships, missile batteries, and drone infrastructure in and around the Gulf. Trump has repeatedly claimed that Iran's navy has been completely obliterated, boasting that 158 ships now lie at the bottom of the sea. On April 13, he added that US forces had not gone after Iran's fast attack boats because they were not a threat compared with larger vessels. Yet days later, those same small boats were at the heart of incidents that disrupted tanker traffic and forced global trade through Hormuz to slow down. Analysts now warn the Hormuz War was never really about big blue water fleets, but about cheap, expendable craft that can harass shipping at very low cost. Iran has effectively built two navies, a traditional force of frigates and submarines, and a parallel shadow fleet run by the IRGC. US Navy and Pentagon assessments say the IRGC Navy has now taken center stage in this conflict, overshadowing Iran's conventional ships. Iran has reportedly deployed a Mosquito fleet of small fast boats, armed drones, and coastal missile batteries designed to work together. These boats can sprint at roughly 40 to 60 knots and be fitted with heavy machine guns, rockets, naval mines, or even small anti-ship missiles. Their size and wooden hulls make them hard to track on radar, easy to hide in coastal caves or fishing harbors, and cheap enough to lose in battle. Each fast boat can be sacrificed without major strategic loss, yet even a handful are enough to terrify shipowners and insurers watching Hormuz. Analysts say Iran doesn't need to control the sea in a classic sense, it just has to make the route dangerous enough that others hesitate to use it. A few drones and a few small boats, used cleverly, can choke the world's most strategic waterway at risk without formally sealing it shut. Remember, the Strait of Hormuz carries roughly 1/5 of the world's total oil supply, making even minor disruptions hugely consequential. Even brief disruption there becomes instant global leverage, and Tehran is clearly leaning on that power as it bargains with Washington and its neighbors. Alex Plitzers said, and I quote, "They call them Mosquito fleets because they're small and annoying, and they hit. But they're enough to bite and be obnoxious. They've realized they don't have to actually mine the straits. A couple of drones and a couple of small boats have been able to choke the world's largest strategic waterway. At risk without actually permanently closing it, and wreaking havoc on the markets." Unquote. IRGC small boats are cheap for Iran to lose, but every skirmish they trigger is costly for global trade, naval deterrence, and energy prices. For US planners, the real question is less about Iran's hardware and more about what Tehran is willing to endure to keep using this high-risk strategy. The Iranians are not deterred, Plitzers warns, arguing this confrontation feels existential to Tehran, and that makes its Mosquito fleet especially dangerous.